What up, y'all? How we doing today? Mo Green, beautiful. It's gray outside, but to me, every day is beautiful when you wake up and are able to take it in, breathe it in, inhale it in, and enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I was thinking this is something real, like philosophical and deep. For many that know me, I don't adhere to religion. I don't adhere to religion in a traditional sense. You know, I do believe there is some type of higher power. You know, I'm not disrespecting anybody's beliefs or religion or anything like that, and I'm not trying to have a debate, but, you know, in my experience, I'm 44 years old, dealing with religion for almost 30 years, you know, and actively dealing with it for 10 years strong. You know, I've come to just various conclusions and through my research, and one thing I was curious about, because most people, not most, but a lot of people believe that, you know, once you pass away, that's it. It's just nothing. Everything just dissipates and it goes back into some type of oblivion. You know what I'm saying? Some people believe, you know, you just don't exist anymore, but your consciousness doesn't exist because your physical, your bones, your blood, your body, you break down, you transform to sand, you feed the earth. I just wonder something. Does the dirt in your casket seep through the casket and get into the ground? You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is, yes, your consciousness, what it says it goes away, but your physical is still here. It's just in a different form. Whether you're wormful, you still in a different form. Like if I die, and not if, but once I pass on, and I, you know, if I decide to do cremation or whatever, you know, sprinkle my ashes on the plants and fertilize plants, and then whoever eats the plants is going to have a part of my physical essence within inside of them, you know. But the consciousness is gone. So my question is, what's more important, consciousness or matter? Because it's like they say, matter cannot be created nor destroyed. It just it changes shape. It just transforms, you know. And then matter, you know, consciousness comes from matter, or matter produces consciousness. Who knows? But the point I'm trying to make is, what's more important, consciousness or matter? Because let me give you an example. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein made a ton of inventions that highly influenced the entire world. And you can see these inventions and these contraptions. Sadly, the atom bomb is one thing that he invented. But we have all these physical things that he produced that people still produce to this day, but he long gone. You know what I'm saying? But physical things that came from him are still here. So does the matter trump the consciousness? You know? That's the question that we have to ask. How is it that these thoughts or these people, you know what I mean, as far as their consciousness, how is it that they are no longer here, but everything that they produced, everything they created, everything that they made is still here? This is my theory. I think consciousness doesn't go away. It just morphs or weaves into something different to have a different experience in this reality. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me tick. That's what makes me keep going, you know? And it's probably leaning towards karma, more towards Eastern religion like Hindu and Buddhist. But I kind of like that a little more than, yo, believe this, only believe this God, which there's no blatant proof. Yes, we've got the Bible, which has been misconstrued and rearranged and defiled over the years, and there's some wonderful tenets in the Bible, just like there's wonderful tenets in the Quran, just like there's wonderful tenets in the Vedas, just like there's wonderful tenets in what else? I'm trying to think. The Torah, wonderful tenets in the Apocrypha. But I think the problem arises when people act like it's absolute truth and there's no way to refute it, but there's no way to fully prove. If there was a way to fully prove beyond a shadow of a doubt what happens after you pass on, the whole world would be totally different. But I think one of life's purposes is just finding your own purpose beyond that. We're all different people. We all have different varieties, flavors, views, tastes, and etc. So why does all of that variety change when it comes to what you believe as far as existence, reality, and creation? I can't believe that matter is more important than existence. I can't believe it. I can't believe that matter. I'm sorry, consciousness. I'm sorry. I can't believe that matter is more important than consciousness. I think, you know what I mean? The person that built the house from 1,000 years ago, that house is still there. This physical thing he built in the world is still there, but his consciousness isn't. I don't believe that shit, yo. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If I build something in my hands, if I draw and make a drawing, that drawing gonna be in existence, you know, until the paper dissolve, whatever. But if you properly store it, laminate it, whatever, put it in some plastic, that drawing is gonna be here for the next 2,000 years. That physical drawing, but my physical is gonna be long gone. How did I create something that was able to exist longer than me? That doesn't make sense. From a logical standpoint, I don't buy that, man. I don't buy it. How can human beings create things that last, you know what I'm saying, in the physical and don't decay? How are we able to create stuff that doesn't decay? Human beings, but God created something that eventually dissipates and passes away. That don't make sense. Even though if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, God didn't create us to pass away. We, you know, once Adam and Eve sinned, and we all know the story, and then God, you know, we basically separated ourselves from God, and the whole purpose is trying to find God again, you know what I'm saying, for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that somebody could create something that lasts longer than them. Because with that logic, if you believe in God, with that logic, God created all of us, or created this earth and all of these things, but he still remains, though. And he said God made us in our image, in his image rather. So why can't that same thing apply to those that he created? I don't know. These are just all philosophical things that I'm ahead. I'm not saying anything is truth. I'm not saying anything is a lie. But sometimes I really, really think about this. I expound on it. Things come to me. But if you look at the story like Muhammad and things like that, and Muhammad, Joe Smith that started the Mormons, I'm not sure about Charles Hayes Russell that started Jehovah's Witnesses. I forget the lady that started 7-Day Adventists. It was a female, Elizabeth something. But all these people had thoughts and revelations that came into their head, but they decided to put it down, write it down, or tell other people. And then, you know what I'm saying? They just built upon that. Something is happening. Something is happening on a gamma, on a interdimensional level. And interdimensional is right in front of us. Like, we can't see gamma rays, we can't see radio waves, we can't see, you know, all the theta waves that we can't see. All that stuff is around. You know, it's in another dimension that we can't see, but it still exists amongst us. Man, I'm getting too deep, yo. I'm about to holler at y'all. Peace.